Okay, I think we're live now. I know we're live on Facebook and we are live for SEMA 360. Welcome back, everyone, to SEMA 360. This is day 4, episode 4.
That's right.
And I'm Dustin Jackson, the owner of Detail Bookie.
That's right. I'm Ryan Hagan. I'm the sales manager here at Detail Bookie.
Awesome. So if you didn't catch the last episode, man, you really missed out. So we had Tommy with Nitpicking Detailing from Lakeland, Florida on. He was our first user of Detail Bookie software. He started in January of this year, so he's been on about 10 months, and he is absolutely loving it. He's killing it down there. Very professional, very talented at what he does, detailing along with other things, and he's really a character. So if you get the chance to watch the recording that we're going to post up, it'd be really cool. I think you'd enjoy watching Tommy do his thing.
Yeah, I mean, he's a cut up dude. He's great. He's got a great site out there. It's Nitpicking Mobile Detailing. Look him up, Google that, and check out his site. He's got it integrated real nice with our software.
He does. He's done a really good job with all the graphics and stuff on his site, the information. If he mentioned that he didn't mind if people went to his site and checked it out and maybe got some ideas. He's done a really fantastic job getting it set up. So I think it's worth going and taking a look. Maybe hit a like page on his Facebook page, and go check out his website. So
he's a lot like you when it comes down to helping folks out, man. He really, he really gets a lot out of it as well.
Yeah, he does. He's always been a big help to us. I mean, when he came on the software, we were still testing. We were very early in January testing out everything. We'd been building it for a year before that, and version 1. We're referring to version 2. Version 1 ran for a year and a half before that. So, he was the first one on version 2. He was testing and really, was very patient with us as we were working out the kinks and stuff like that. So, and the feedback was phenomenal. He's just done, above and beyond what we asked him to do. So it's exciting to see things now, how they've progressed, and he's actually using this software to make him money. And it's nice to kind of give him some back, that all the value that he provided for us. So
that final testimonial was pretty awesome. Man.
Yeah, it was.
It totally just makes the whole professional atmosphere. I mean, it brings everything, just together really nicely.
It does, and these things are true, organic. These are just raw emotions coming from him, and that they're real. And we know that they're real because we've heard them 100 times.
Yeah.
We've heard them from everybody that's been on, and everybody has been just super excited, and the way it's changed their business and the way it changed our business here at Easy In is you can't really even describe how awesome it's been, and what a ride, but it's been a lot of fun along the way.
And y'all on Facebook, I mean, we've been asking y'all to give us some questions. Don't get discouraged when you see my calendar's pretty full.
Yeah.
It is like that sometimes. This has been a busy week.
It has been. He's booking a lot of demos and stuff. A lot of interest in the site. I mean, we've been taking customers on, quite a bit, and love to see more. The more people we get on this software, the better the feedback is, the better the features get. And we're changing the way that the detail industry is viewed, and it brings that professionalism to it. So. The more we get that out there, the better it is when we talk about detailers working in close proximity to each other and being professional and being consistent in their pricing and stuff. So it helps everybody all the way around.
As Tommy mentioned, his favorite part of the software was the fact that he gets to take the money out of the, the actual exchange of money, that whole interaction.
We all like getting paid, but we don't like to ask to get paid. That's not the fun part. The fun part's doing the work. It's doing what you love. It's going in there and really blowing the customer's mind and showing off your talents, and then to have to ask to get paid or ask for a tip or something like that, it's really uncomfortable. It's really, kind of a not so fun situation. Sure. So the software really takes you out of that, and it allows the customer to see exactly what was done, to see the invoice, to pay it contactless. So you're not concerned about any of the other issues that are going on right now. So it helps all the way around.
And hopefully all you guys will be as profitable with that tip as Tommy mentioned, 200 to 300 times the amount of the detail.
Yeah, man, that's pretty substantial. I mean, and that's not rare.
He's definitely a personality, but I know you guys get some massive.
Yeah, I mean, when you're doing big jobs and doing great work, the team that we have out there, and it's a testament to their work and their commitment and their sacrifice. So we want to make sure that we're supporting them, and by having the software in place, that really does give them the organization so they can go look at the calendar, look at the ticket, see what they're going to do, and that brings up a good point, though. Something that we haven't showed them is how we can add employees to the software, and we can kind of control if there's some things that you didn't want to see, if they didn't want, if you had employees that you didn't want to see the pricing or the contacts and stuff like that, or stuff that they didn't need to see, that wasn't crucial to their thing, we could show them tomorrow, or you can go ahead and show them today.
We can do a quick screen share right here and get it going. All right. So basically what you do is you go to your customers.
Yeah. So everybody in this system is created as a customer. So even though they're an employee, they're considered a customer for this sake.
Sure.
So you create the customer in here, and then you're going to enable roles for them. As you enable roles, that's going to turn them into an employee.
Right. And you've got a whole, a bunch of different roles that you can enable. Of course, we want them to log into your, back office.
Yeah.
That's going to give them the ability to check out the calendar.
So here's a thought here. Just you go back up to the front. If you had an employee that you were concerned about maybe taking your prices or something like that, you could disable the login to the booking site, and they would not be able to go in there and see. They could only log in from the back office, and then you can strip all the pricing off the ticket too. Because unfortunately in this business, sometimes you end up training your competition.
Yeah.
And so we hate to talk about those uncomfortable things, but let's get real. It's a reality. And so the more that information is readily available, sometimes it's not a good scenario. So we've allowed the ability to go in there and strip all that information out, where they can't edit, they can't change. All they can do is view the things that they need to view, which is the ticket, the vehicle information, and what are we doing to that vehicle. So, but again, if you have a manager or something that you do want to see price, maybe pay him commission or something like that, and you do want them to see the price on the tickets or whatnot, you can go over that as well. Here at Easy In, we don't hide behind that. We talk about numbers every day. Our guys know exactly what it costs us to break even. They know when we're making money. They know if we're not making money. And I feel like transparency is the better way to run my business.
Sure.
I know everyone's not like that, but we openly talk about our finances here, because I feel like the more involved you are with those things, the easier it is for us to make decisions and to have everybody on the same page. So that's just a personal preference. That's a personal management ownership style.
Sure.
And that's the one that I'm able to lay my head down at night, knowing that everybody here knows, where we sit financially.
Sure.
So.
And with this, we like to, for basic access, you want to give them perhaps the job tickets so they can actually look at the details of the detail.
Yeah.
You also want to give them maybe the calendar view so they can see what your calendar looks like,
Absolutely. Yeah.
And what the day is. And I know I've talked with several folks. I've got a couple of them set up, set their employees up. And they get on it all the time. They want to see what they've got coming up the next day.
So we see where our logins, you can see your recent logins, and I can see where my guys are logging in at 5:30 in the morning when they wake up. Right. They see what they come, or maybe 9 o'clock at night. You see a login from an employee, that they're just checking out the calendar for the next day, kind of, preparing themselves for the next day. Maybe my mobile unit's traveling and they're looking at weather. They say, hey, where am I going tomorrow? And they want to see what weather's going on.
Sure.
Sometimes my travel guys stay overnight, so maybe they need to know if this is a situation where we're staying overnight on bigger projects. So they have the ability to go in there and do that.
Now, once you do get your staff put in here, you can go over here to the let's see, we go to the setup, and then we can create a group. And this group is going to actually, so we've got an owner group here.
Why would you, what's the group for?
Well, I mean, let's say we put a couple of employees. We're going to put those as the road crew, perhaps. And so we would create a group here. We'd call them the mobile unit. How about mobile unit 1 group? All right. And this will be the, just say the mobile with DJ. Okay. And so down here, we've got John, the detailer, who we just gave staff permissions to.
Sure.
And then I'm in here as well, so I can go ahead and click on myself as well. So let's say that me and John, detailer, are going to be the road crew.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we've created that group, we are able to then go into the notification settings and create notifications specific to that group.
That's right.
So if if you're let's say Candace, who I met, might have saw yesterday, if she's actually doing the detail, putting it in, and let's say we're already out on the road and we get another job, she can easily put that in there, click a different status. There you go. And then that's going to notify them to let them know where they got to go next.
Absolutely, it does. And different groups receive different messages. It's all about what your communication flow that works for your shop. We have multiple different groups here at EZN with accounting and QC and managers and owners and stuff like that. So, or owner, but yeah, so there's options there that allow us to schedule managers was a good one too.
But that does show that you've got the ability to do all kinds of really in-depth stuff and get messages out. And it's great that they're automated so that you're not even having to waste time actually thinking about this stuff.
That's right. And, I think so we could dig deep on notifications tomorrow. I think that would be a good topic. It's going to, notifications are a really good topic. They're a really good feature. It comes preloaded with a lot of good stuff in there, but you can customize it. Matter of fact, that we are here at EZN going through and refining our estimate follow-up process. We drilled down that this morning with a big meeting with marketing department, sales department, back office staff, and so we've made some changes into our estimate follow-up, and we're implementing those changes through our notification engine. So maybe I can show y'all some of that tomorrow too, and some of the solutions that we're using to solve those problems.
Absolutely. Now, earlier we did discuss, and I think we're going to get back on topic again. We had Tommy come through, and that kind of, we got the free flow of the last one, but really what I'd like to show you just real quick is going to be how easy it is to create a package with Detail Boogie. Also, how we go about pricing those out, and then give you a little bit on duration. So
why don't we clone a package? Go into setup, and we're using the back office here. Now that we're live, I know that you guys can see our screen. I think we've got it worked out. Jessica worked it out for us, so we can share our screen through our Facebook Live. So you guys might be seeing something different, which is really, really cool. So we'll show. We're going to show y'all some of the packages through the back office of the Detail Bookie site. And this is when you set up a software, when you purchase our software, you get a back office and you get the booking site. So here we are within the package builder. And Ryan, we'll just kind of work our way through this. So we're at the first page to the package builder. Now, just keep in mind that the software comes preloaded with all of these packages right here. So some are specific to boats and RVs. Some are specific to cars.
I think I've modified some of them as well through demos and whatnot.
Yeah. So you may not be seeing a true set of defaults. And by the way, defaults are changing kind of on a regular basis. They're getting better and better. Right. So basically here we are at the Express Exterior package. You can see you can change the package title. So maybe you call this your basic exterior. So maybe you use the term basic. It's easily to change. There you go. Just all you have to do is click off site. It's going to automatically save. You can also see that when you make those changes, it's going to affect the booking site. So they work in conjunction. So as you make changes here, it's going to show up. So here's our basic exterior package. With just a simple change. So it's obviously in the exterior zone. Package is enabled for booking, and what this selection does, package appears on the customer self-booking website, is if you had a package that was really specific to something like a dealership or a trucking company or something, you could disable that where no one can book online that particular package because it was a special price, and maybe it's a $10 just extremely quick wash or something like that you're doing to dealership cars. And you wouldn't want somebody that was, on night shift in the middle of the night booking their job and then book a $10 car wash. Right. So that allows you to disable that so they can't see it.
That's right. Now we were talking about cloning a package. So basically what we want to do is turn this basic exterior into, let's say, a full exterior, right?
Yeah.
So what we would do is we would go up here to the little actions menu. All right, we're going to clone the package.
Yeah. And so basically this is going to make an exact copy of the basic exterior. And we would obviously want to rename it to something. So we'll call it, let's call it an intermediate exterior. So we'll go in between them. We're going to go in there and add an intermediate or an elite. An elite would sound even better. So an elite. So it's not quite a full, but it's in between a full and a basic. So we're going to do an elite package. First thing you'll notice is that it disables it from the booking site. So any changes that you're making are not live. So it's going to help you out there, so you don't have anybody that's necessarily shopping your prices while you're setting them up. And so that will help you there by keeping that down. So you have your long description. This description is the basically the information that you're presenting to the customer while they're shopping your prices, and you want to make sure that what you're using there is a directional tool to get them to the right detail. So that is your sales guy. That's your marketing person there that will steer them in the right direction. So you want to use that text there to, if you have a customer that's shopping online or looking at your prices in the middle of the night, they can see where they can see the package that would be really specific to them, which is really neat. You can see here, Ron's adding some description here, and basically, well, you can read that's on there. So we'll want to go back, and we'll show you how it appears on the booking site as well. So there's our elite. It's next to our basic. It's going to have the same price because we haven't got to adjusting that, but you can see now the text is updated for the elite. In the vehicles, it's going to carry the same vehicle types. That's probably never going to change. If you're cloning a package, more than likely you're cloning it because you're keeping it on the same vehicle type. But you could, if I wanted to add an elite for watercraft, but I like the selections for cars, you could just go down here and simply add those to that. Now the services is going to carry the same set of services that the basic had. So you would need to include some more packages that's going to make it different than the basic. So maybe you do, I don't know, plastic trim restoration when you do your elite, or you probably do a deeper clean, maybe some spot cleaning of the headliner.
Now this is an exterior service, so you're going to want to make sure that you put.
Oh, we're doing exterior. Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you. And what's nice to know is that it's going to list it here for you. So if you do mess that up, you can see that. So plastic trim restoration would be an exterior service. Your add-ons would remain the same. You may have some different add-ons if you were at a full or a paint correction, but here at the elite, that's probably just enough, to make a change. And then we'll go over into to our pricing and show. So this, just so everyone knows, though, that services tab is going to show you all the services. These services are included within the package. These are your add-on packages, and these are unavailable on the package, but they're available to pick. Right. So you could select any of these as an add-on or an included, but they're not. But these down here are unavailable to the vehicle type itself. So, right. So if we come over to pricing, now we can set our pricing up for that, and it's going to, again, it copied over all your basic pricing. So if you wanted to do just a slight increase, you could go down there and increase it a few dollars to justify the the extra service that's there. Generally speaking, you kind of add just a flat rate, $10 more or $20 more, and that way you're not constantly redoing or having to think about your price. And once you get the basic nailed down and you know how much you should increase, it should be fairly easy to take care of those price changes.
Sure. So. And I didn't fully pay attention to exactly what the number was.
It's as for these purposes, it doesn't really matter, but you can see the point here, how easy it is to change the pricing per vehicle type for the vehicle size, and it makes it very easy for you to do that. So you also have the opportunity to change your duration right here, and we've talked about duration a few times, but for those of you that haven't heard, that's basically the time it takes that it's going to schedule schedule that job for on your calendar. Now there's more to it than that. This is an opportunity for you to determine how much you want to make per hour, how much your company needs to make per hour to be profitable. So if you determine that, I want to make $60 an hour.
Yeah.
I think that math works out right.
Real easy.
Yeah. So $60 an hour, and that would cover my overhead, my expenses, and my ideal labor rate. Then it translates over to basically $1 a minute. And if we use that, then we can just basically do $50 is 50 minutes. Now, if you run over that time on the detail, if that job takes you longer than 50 minutes or 55 minutes, every minute that you're going over is $1 less than you're making per hour. So $1 per minute. So that's a good tool. It's not exact science because the calendar is not going to track your time that you're on it. You really have to kind of look at that yourself. However, it is a good gauging tool to know if you're always coming over that time, then you need to either increase the money or increase the time. But if you're always running under, that's a really good thing. And as long as you're booking jobs, you definitely don't need to go down on price.
That's right.
So.
Yeah, man. So, and you've also got the ability to decide whether or not this is going to be an in-house available service as well as a remote available service. Yep. So you didn't offer this one for remote. It's real simple to go through, turn off all the remotes. Of course, if you only have an in-house shop, whenever we're setting this thing up, we're going to put that in there. And so you'll never actually see any of the services be remote.
That's right. So once you make that determination when you're setting up, it's really easy for the system to know exactly what to offer, if it's a road service or if it's an in-house service. And you can change that at any time. It doesn't affect anything once you, if you're a guy that's wanting to add a road crew, or if you're out there and you're wanting to add to your team and maybe start offering some on-site services, it's real easy for us to help you integrate that. And it's just a couple clicks of a button, and now you're available to offer those services. You can offer you can charge the remote surcharge. You can offer packages, special packages for the road, and there's all kind of cool little things that we can do along the way with that stuff. So
we didn't even talk about the bays. That's one thing that really, you start out, you might just have one bay. And then as you grow, you're able to come in here and really define how many bays you have. Maybe you've added a boat bay, you've got a mobile unit. Say you add 2 mobile units, and you're able to now just put that on your calendar. We'll make it as, let's say mobile unit 2 here.
Yeah. And so a bay in essence is basically another line on your calendar. And we call it a bay because most shops have bays that each, that a crew would work in. But a bay could be a mobile unit. A bay could be, an outside carport. It doesn't matter the structure or the setup. That's basically another team that you're adding to your business there. So, that's the way we handle that. You also would add time to those. You need to add time to those crews so that way you can book jobs for them and all. So,
absolutely. Yeah, we can easily take this on down a few days.
And so he's showing you now the drag and drop feature for the calendar. It's really convenient to push things on the schedule. It's a really good organized way to keep track of everything as you're going through your day. It's exciting to see when you log in. Maybe somebody's booked overnight or whatever, and now you see, if it's Thursday and you see somebody's booked on Monday online, you're basically getting customers while you sleep, and that's what's really good.
And of course, you can always come to your dashboard and you're able to look at all these new customers that are created, whether or not they're created through the back office or if they've actually come through the self-sign-up booking site on your customer booking site.
That's right. And this is really handy information. So when you're wanting to gauge kind of how your marketing's doing, a lot of the times we look at the customer acquisition or the new customers that are created. And right here, it's going to show you how many customers you're creating per week or per month, whether they were created through the back office, such as maybe you creating that customer, or if they're created through self-sign-up. So they're going onto your site, they're signing up as a potential customer. And it doesn't mean that they're a paying customer yet, that they're on there. It means that they've saved an estimate or they've saved a job or called and got an estimate, which is really neat because that information is valuable.
Especially for marketing, right? I mean, if you were running different ads and you see overnight that you've got like 10 people have come and created, some estimates and profile on your page, that whatever ad you might have been running yesterday really hit.
Absolutely. And there's a ton of analytics that go in behind that can help you really fine tune that, and the system set up for Google Analytics to be tracked, and then Facebook Pixel, obviously, so for retargeting purposes and all. We talked about that earlier in the week, I believe, but there's a ton of information there and a ton of feature that the site has to help you with these things, because we know that marketing in the detailing world is something that everybody's wondering about, everybody's asking about, and so we've done our best to really kind of help you solve some of those problems along the way.
Right, absolutely. And that's something, I mean, you see that question asked more than anything, I think, in the detail groups. What should I price this? What should I, how do I gain new customers? I mean, those questions kind of come up all the time, and it's nice to know that the software that you get right out the box will help you along with those questions that you have.
Does. Yep, that's right. Yeah, it really does. And so those default set of packages and pricing, there's a lot that's gone into it. And like I said, they get better over time. Yep. So plus we're here, if there's questions, we have an onboarding team that's waiting to help you get on site. And it's also, we're here. Ryan has made himself available. I'm available. Phone, text, whatever.
Got a demo scheduled for Saturday. I got a couple slots open still. You might not can get it on the calendar, but if you give me a call, shoot me an email, I can work it in there.
That's right. Yeah. And it's really cool to see Ryan's commitment. I mean, he's been with us for a while now, and it's awesome to have you on and see that commitment level, because we know detailers, they're working during the day and their time is limited. So, we want to make sure that we're accommodating to your schedule, because this is important it's important to us, but we know how important it is going to be to you once you see it. So
that's right. So to get them on, I don't care when I have to do it. Once you're on, you're on.
Whatever it takes.
It's literally, you're hooked.
Yeah.
A week later, you'll be wondering, how did I do this without software?
That's right. That's right.
It doesn't take long.
It's exciting to see, and I'm glad that we've Sema's made this available to us, this platform to come out here and talk about our software. We're supposed to be out in Vegas, but it didn't work out this year, but we still have the platform to speak on. And it's, it's been a little, it's been a little tough at times to come in here and talk about the same thing, but I think we've done a fairly good job of keeping it fresh and changing it up. So want to make sure that we keep you guys interested. Also, if y'all have any comments or questions, I think we've gotten a few of them recently. So anybody that's thinking about, that maybe thinking about software, but not sure, and they have a question specific to their business or whatever. I mean, shoot us over some questions, man. We're happy to jump in there and try to answer.
So happy we're giving away a free month of software to the best question so far. I think it was Mirror Image Detailing came out with a really good one about oxidation and about the software integration with the website. So we'd love to hear more, though. We would definitely want to answer those questions for you. Anything that's on your mind, shoot it over in the comments, and we'll get it answered for you. I think we're going to give away that month free on Saturday morning, perhaps. So we'll wait for tomorrow. We'll get some questions too, perhaps.
Yeah, we've also got some cool stuff going on tomorrow. I believe there's one of our other detailers that's using the software. It's probably going to be in-house. He's a local guy, and super cool. You can't don't miss him. He's as chill as can be. Really fun guy to be around. We've thoroughly enjoyed working with him to get him on the software. We've enjoyed him coming to our events, us going to his events and stuff like that. So, excited to have him over in house tomorrow. Get him on the show and let's talk.
We'll get to see him Sunday too for the moto wash out at his shop.
That's right.
I'm running out there.
Yeah, he's doing a fundraiser out there and we're going to go out and support him and their efforts into and doing the right thing. So it's exciting to see, man. And that's the thing about it. That's what we're all about, is networking with other detailers, staying in contact. Look, we're all going through the same issues. We all have the same problems. They all have the same fun. So, it's fun to see guys talking about the same things, working with each other, and also glad to be a big part of that.
Oh yeah. So that'll be fun tomorrow. Definitely come back. We'll be live at 10, 1, 2, and 3 on Zoom. And I think Facebook Live will also be streaming there as well.
Yeah. Glad we could get the picture for you guys. Hard work by the marketing and production team to get all this stuff set up. They've done an excellent job, and kudos to them for setting all of it up.
This is going to be fun, guys. So make sure you check us out on Sema 360. You can also go to our social media, find our schedule on Facebook. We look forward to answering any of those questions you give us through on the comments, and we'll see you tomorrow. Day 5 of Sema 360 coming up tomorrow.
That's right.
Look forward to it.
Thanks a lot, guys.